welcome to Share Your Thoughts with Lashaw. My name is Lashaw and I'm really excited to have you guys here. And more excitingly, right, is that this has been for a long time an idea in my head where I want to have a guest with me. And before I do an introduction of my guest, I would like that we get familiar with the vision behind the podcast, Share Your Thought with Lashaw. So Share Your Thought with Lashaw is centered on relationship and lifestyle. And the primary vision is to help as many young people as possible to build a healthy relationship where Christ is the foundation. Also, we hope to help young people discover and see themselves just as Christ sees them. Okay, now that you know the vision of the podcast, now let me introduce my guest. My guest, I bought a whole... Why are you clapping for yourself?
No vex. I want to do proper introduction, me. No vex.
No popcorn. Maya, I'll show your popcorn.
I will introduce the popcorn too. Don't worry. Hi, guys.
I bought a whole pack of popcorn for this guest before the show even started.
The Bible says that the mountain shall become plain.
Okay, so let me introduce our guest. Our guest, her name is Mayowa. She prefers to be called May. Hi. Or X-Day.
You can call me
May. May Delight. And she is the founder and the director of Toge.
Yeah, more like the creative director of Toge's Fashion Hub. Okay, thank you.
Exactly. So before we even go on, please, what is the full meaning of Toge?
Oh, Toge's Fashion Hub is touch of grace effects artistry or touch of grace effects fashion hub, something like that. Yeah. So I got the name from my mom and just passed down generations. My child too will do fashion.
Why are you not putting the popcorn up?
It's very sweet.
Welcome back, and like I said, primarily this podcast is about relationship. We're going to have relationship talks, lifestyle experiences, share experiences. We're going to laugh a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to be emotional at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to touch hints in some places. But most importantly, if you're seeing this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Click it.
Click, like the content rather.
Click it.
Drop comments.
Comment.
Like that.
Like that.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. So today we are talking about something really that we all must have experienced it at some point. I have, she has, and today we want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Hi, Mayowa.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. It's good to be here. No, I'm serious. It's good to be here, honestly.
Okay, Mayowa, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your relationship in time past. What did you say?
What they said? If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Why did you say?
It's a good thing to talk about. It shows that healing process is happening when you're able to talk about things that you could not talk about before. It just shows that you're beginning to heal or you're getting better.
Mayowa, the podcast show is my own.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. Don't take over the show.
Give me sellotape.
All right, so Mayowa, let's talk real quick about breakups. And how I didn't say to you, but I can assure you that it is not a setup. It is not a setup, I can assure you. But I just feel like you can relate. I can relate as well. So I'm going to share my experience first. So you don't feel like it's a setup. You can tell. Because I've been in a 5 years relationship before getting married. And I was the person who initiated the breakup. You understand? So I know what it means to have experienced it before. Yeah. And the guy is doing great now. That's the funny thing. He got married before I even got married himself. Yes. And when he had a baby, his first child, he told me, like, hi, Lasho, Mutibimo. Like, congratulations. God bless you. God bless you. And everybody's happy. Everybody's okay. So now tell me about you. How was it?
Okay, so let me start like that because that's like the first emotion that comes to my mind when I'm explaining breakup. Breakup is it happens. Let me just say, breakup is, should I say, a part of life? Because breakup, the jam left, the jam right, not just relationship, but you even break up with some friends that you just wonder, I thought this friendship was going to last forever, or I thought this relationship was going to last forever. So, but I'm going to use relationship here as my base. Especially if you're coming out from a relationship that you actually or envisioned marriage.
Sorry to cut you. How many breakups have you had? So we can actually start from the very top.
Top beginning.
Yes.
Let's say, I think that should be 2 breakups.
Okay.
Yeah. Two breakups.
Okay. The first one was how many years? And no, don't count all the breakups you've had in your life.
Okay.
Please.
Like from serious. Never say serious. I said serious relationship. Oh yeah. No vex. Okay.
So the first one was how many?
The first one, 2 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was a 2-year relationship.
Are you willing to talk about that?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
please.
And this is not to say that the person was completely wrong or completely at fault, because obviously I am, or everybody has a part to play. I have a part to play that I will come out clean about. Like, the relationship is not just one end. Everybody has a part to play in it. So the first relationship that ended was a 2-year relationship. I was even excited that relationship was that long. But I realized that I'm more of a doer. Like, I love to buy gifts. I love to show you off. I love to show up for you. But then I'm surprising you for like it's your birthday, but it's like our 2nd year anniversary, and you're posting my friend. Like, I serenaded you. Like, there's this parara. I be serenade me. He snapped it and said, "Oh, my friends came around to surprise me. I brought a parara person. That's trumpet, yo. There's cake. There's gifts, and me, I love to go all out. So anytime I'm going all out, like my mom say, But mothers, I love they are very patient with you, but they want you to just experience everything. But I'm sure that she will have noticed that, okay, you're always the one doing. This person is never a giver, like to you personally. But whenever he's coming to my house, you buy everything for my family members. So he's painting a picture of great guy, but to me, I know that
you're not feeling that.
You don't show up, like you don't go all out like this for me. So I spoke about it earlier, and I feel like sometimes where you're coming from or where the person is coming from is also important. You need to speak about it. So imagine dating someone that in their family is not their thing. I'm not saying the person is a bad person, but if it doesn't work for you, you should take a step back. Like, your parents should not begin to question whether this person will be right for you because they are seeing a pattern of stinginess. It makes no sense.
Wow.
In actual sense. So that's one of the things that actually led to the breakup. Like, I can't be going all out for you and you don't go all out at all. Like, try. Like, let me see effort. I'm not saying. And then this is someone that I know that can do it.
So why isn't he doing it?
He had a big project he was working on. That's his excuse. He had a project that he was working on. And I believe that regardless of whatever you're working on, you should be able to still be nice. Still show this person that you are committing to this person. And I don't like men that speak words of, oh, I want to establish you, I want to this, I want to that. And
they don't show it.
Your actions and your words don't match up. And this is someone that you're saying you want to spend the rest of your life with. If you do not remember birthdays, Valentines, and things that this person would obviously remember for you. This is me that sent surprise dispatch.
Yeah?
I go all out. When I'm in love, I go all out.
How old were you then?
Let's say 22, 23-ish. Okay. So I wasn't so young.
Not at all.
I wasn't so young, and this person was actually way older. So maybe that was why. I don't want to disclose the age because the person might be watching this video. I don't hate you. I'm just, sharing my piece. So I feel like one of the things I was going to say is that don't be afraid to break up if you need to break up. Regardless of saying, okay, now let me link this to my my last relationship.
No, we're coming there. Okay, we're going there. So I want to go back to that part of that day you surprised him and then he said friends. Yes. How did you react?
I had left his place because I drove down. You get, I drove down to his place. I took the person that was playing the surprise guy and everything. I took them with me. We drove to his place. And then after the whole surprise, I think we went to eat. So after eating, I went home. Only for me to check status, and I'm saying my colleague, I think it was colleagues or my friends came to surprise me today. One of the two. I was like, what? There was a card that obviously says my love, my chocolate, my tom-tom, my... Like, you now cover the card and say maybe because of the cake. Ooh, maybe because of the cake is just saying happy birthday. So obviously they can't tell whether... But there's a card.
So it's not the cake only.
Yes! Of all the gifts. Wow. And posted on his WhatsApp. And I knew... My friend. Like, I didn't take it to heart until it was my own birthday. And nothing happened. Nothing happened. It wasn't busy. It wasn't like there was something that happened, or it just wasn't important to him. And I don't blame him. Maybe from where they came from, things like that really aren't important. So sometimes it's good to consider where the person is coming from, but it might not work for you. You might consider and not be able to stay, which is fine. Do you get? So I realized that, come on, this is not it. And it happened. Life happened.
Let's talk about your most recent breakup. So now, how long did it take you to heal from the first relationship?
It took me, I think, a year plus. Before moving to the next relationship. It took me a year plus. And for the first year, I hated men. I'm sorry. I just felt it wasn't worth it. If you're going to go all out, let me just stay in my cage and not. So whenever somebody starts to tell me they like me, sorry, I love the popcorn a lot. I just start to disconnect. I create a disconnect immediately. You like me? Oh, that's the end of the friendship. That means you don't, you are not seeing me more than, you're seeing me more than just a friend.
So what happened with this second breakup you had? What changed that made you say, okay, I can give love a try again now? I mean, if for a very long time before finally say, okay, yes, you've been disconnecting. So why didn't you disconnect this time around?
He was a long time friend. It was somebody I could trust. I still trust him. It's someone that, when you trust somebody, you know that with this person, I can let my guard down. When you feel safe, especially knowing where you're coming from. And then from where I was coming from, the person actually did something that I don't know if I should talk about on live TV.
If you don't want to.
I don't think I want to mention it.
Yes.
And the person, and they ended up saying that it was testing me, and it was just a lot to deal with. Plus the whole thing that was going on. He wasn't willing to seek consent. So I just knew that with this person I'm safe. I don't have to worry. With the new person, I don't have to worry about. Safety is very, very important. It's key to me. So because I felt safe there, I just felt, yes, this is it.
So what happened afterwards? So no, it is not. I told you before that it is not a setup, because we are trying to help people build relationship. Okay. So So I was really glad when you showed interest that, babe, I would like to be on your podcast, because it's my first time bringing in someone. It has always been me talking and all of that. Because I have people in my DM that are actually currently on this phase, that this is where they are. They are broken up. They don't know what to do. They don't know. Okay, now that Mayowa says she wants to be here, what kind of talk do I really want her? Because Mayowa has broken up. Yes, I'm aware. She's moving on. So how is she doing it? You get? I feel like people can actually hear from someone who has actually experienced it and see that, okay, life goes on. It happens, yes.
But let me first say, it is okay to cry. Regardless of who did the breaking up, it's actually very okay to cry. That's why the word is called heartbreak. It does something to your heart, and it's okay to shed tears. Don't say, you naman, you be. Don't let them fool you with that naman, you be thing. It's okay to cry. Women too. If you know that you're at the face, don't, I was reading somebody's tweet, a friend's tweet. It said, do not drown yourself in work. trying to use that to get over a breakup, it doesn't work. It brings you back to square one. You need to like let it out, cry, grieve. It's a period of grieve well to your heart's content. You know that yes, I think there's something that has been lifted up my chest a bit. Cry to when you can't cry again. It helps. It really does help. It really does help. I'm serious. It really helps. Yes, I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. I'm not going to tell you that story. You people will come and know my life story. I tell you this is not set up.
Okay, so let's do something real quick. I mean, the room is really tense. Okay. Let us break the ice a little bit. Yeah. So, how long did it take for you to actually? I don't know if you've gotten over it completely, but how long did it take for you to like, Maiwa, you cannot die now. Pick up yourself and.
Man.
And those times you were sick.
Yes, I think it took a while. I won't even lie to you. Like, it's just in recent times that sometimes reality doesn't set in immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it was just until last month that one of my girls took my phones and like deleted images. Because I never did. Like, it was still my wallpaper. It was still like, you do not believe that you are you are living in denial. So there's always that phase where you're still living in denial that I don't think this thing has happened. But you need to just bring yourself to realize that it has happened. That when somebody's chatting with you, because when I was dating this person, I didn't have other people that I was talking to. I don't give room for that. So imagine somebody chatting me now and like it feels like I'm cheating on somebody. Just by replying, saying hi. Yeah! I had to consciously tell myself that you are not there. You are not in that relationship again. You need to loosen up. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you. See, take your time. Don't project whatever you're feeling from your past into your next relationship, all in the name of I want to move on. Take as much time as you need to move on. For some people, their moving on is 1 month. Swale mama. For some people, their moving on is a few weeks. For some people, their moving on is a while. And it's fine to take that while. So.
Okay. It is fine to take that while. Okay, so the sickness that you sick, was it because of the heartbreak?
I didn't know it was because of my heartbreak. Until the doctor said that.
That what? That your heart has broken.
He said like, the first thing was, have you been thinking? I said no.
Hey,
my
BP rise.
My BP rise, my sister. My BP rise. Like, and then like it took a while because personally, because I don't want opinions from people. Like whenever I've made a decision, I want to be sure that I'm not being influenced through that phase.
This is
so this is me making this decision. This is me in my right senses making this decision. So there are times when I cry in my bedroom. I'll just sit down and I'll weep. It is when I'll just weep. Like, when I come out of the bedroom, people can tell that there's something wrong. But nobody dares to ask. It's my hour. Like, let everybody just stay on their lane because like nobody wants to poke. Because I told them not to poke. And you hear some people say something like, so person call. Even till date. It's only my immediate family and a few friends that are aware that I'm no longer in this relationship. And I really don't think I owe them an explanation. To those that I owe an explanation, I already gave. Yeah. But these people, I don't think I owe you because I don't want people coming to my DMs and saying, what happened? They don't want to come and hear the whole story and they want to come and put you back to where you thought you left. Yeah. So I really, I made sure that I was making decisions by myself. I was acting according to, I was acting right. It took a while before I even spoke to my pastor about it. He was mad at me because he was like, he could have mended things. He could have, that I shouldn't have waited till that time before speaking to him. That there's some things that he would have spoken to us about and everything that was wrong. And that's why I'm going to chip in. Have somebody that you can confide in. Relationship-wise, nobody does this journey alone. The person doesn't have to be way older than you. The person obviously, let this person be more mature. Because there's some people that are more mature than their age. So, but let this person be mature enough to give sound opinions, like without picking sides. This person will not be biased. This person. So let your relationship be accountable to God and to somebody. It's very important.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about. I mean, your parents are aware you're seeing this person. His parents are aware. How did that feel? Like when you knew that okay, you're going to leave this relationship. How did you go about it telling your own parent first?
I didn't tell my parents first because I didn't want them to say, and I quote, like, Daddy and Mommy, I'm sorry. But I didn't want them to say, are you breaking up with this person too? Do you get? Like, I didn't want that. Yeah. Because they knew the previous person and they knew this person. Because obviously, like, you should be in a place, especially if you're ready to settle down, you should be in a place where you're not dating just for dating's sake. You're dating for marriage. You're dating because you see a future with that person. Don't waste the person's time. If you don't see a future, just don't bother dating the person. Date with a perspective. Date with a purpose. Do you understand? So, I didn't want them to ask that question. Like, I didn't want them to say, and this person too. That was really worrisome, especially my aunties. I love them a lot, but that's why they are aunties. They always have an opinion or they always have something to say. So, and I didn't want to give them that room. Do you get? I didn't want to give, so I didn't mention it to them. But I told my sister, I think about 2 days after. She saw the way I was moping around. Like, it was too obvious that something was wrong. So she saw the way I was moping around. Because she saw the way I was moping around. So I could not hide it anymore. I said, okay, this was happening. Funny enough, I don't know if my sister is going to watch the video, but she was sad. Because, especially if your family loves the person.
How long did you date this person for?
3 years. And, 3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
Go on. So, Tiko was sad?
Yes.
Yeah, so, but Tiko, hi, shout out
Hi,
to you.
Tiko.
I love you.
Yes, Tiko was actually very sad. Very, very sad because she really liked, it's a different thing if they don't like the person and they just want you to be over with it. But she actually, not just my sister, like my whole family actually liked this person. So, in order for them not to influence whatever I was going to do, I had to take the decisions by myself on my own. That was a wrong move. I found out later that was a wrong move, but I felt that was the move I needed to make at that time, honestly, to God. I think that was the move I needed to make because, let me just chip in a few things while I talk about this. I did not, sometimes you are not being realistic to yourself in a relationship. Like, you think you can wing it. There's some things that you should not think you can wing, but you should think through, especially if you want to spend your life with the person. So there's some things that you just casually think, oh, we can sort this out. We can always sort this out. But then you can't always sort it out if you don't talk about it now or sort it out now. So sometimes you live you lie to yourself. And these things happen to people that feel like they are too comfortable to care about some things. Like, I don't know who you are or where you are watching. Like, if you feel like you're too, like, you can sort things out by yourself, you overlook some things that if you do not fix, it would later come to haunt you during the relationship. So make sure that you are being realistic with your partner. You guys talk things through. You don't just imagine that the things will be sorted by itself, but making sure that you speak, like, not just say, oh, I know it's going to sort it, but no, speaking to him, how far are you sorting this thing out? Because you'll be more realistic that way than saying God will do it. Sometimes you need to take steps. See, like my pastor will say, God meets you halfway. God meets even human halfway. Sacrifice your son Isaac. You take Isaac, like you're going to the slaughterhouse. You took him there, and then God now made a ram, an available sacrifice halfway. You're just like your faith. You're putting out. Look at people that did this Hallelujah challenge. You're putting your faith in action, and God meets your faith halfway. Do you get? So don't just think that, just like, okay, let me give a weird example. This is not my example, but this is just an example. Like, maybe you're speaking to your partner and you say, oh, what if I can't have kids? And your partner says, I God forbid you have kids. No, you guys have not spoken.
It's actually true that I can't
You
have
guys
kids.
have not spoken through. You need to speak and say, what if I really can have kids?
Yeah.
What torture? Yeah. What are you going to put me through? What torture? Like, speak some things through to the end. I'm keeping down some details because I don't want to.
Even though we know that,
did you get?
We are trying to forbid it.
Yes,
But
you are forbidding it. But what if it happens?
Yes, exactly.
God forbid will not solve those things. How do you guys now hold yourself through that phase? That means you were not realistic with yourself. So that's why you see some people now going through. They're like, oh, because they never imagined this. They don't know how to act or they don't know how to handle that situation. So sometimes speak some things through. Don't just wing it.
Like I said earlier, that it's going to be emotional and all of that. I mean, before I called Mayowa here, I know that it's going to get emotional. And because Mayowa is this kind of person that whatever she's doing, she pours herself into it.
I pour, my sister.
She is the way she's talking about
During
it.
her proposal, I wailed like a child. I can't forget.
Yeah, she was there. She was there. I just drop a clip.
Wailed like
A clip
child.
of
Jesus.
how she was shouting.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. Like, what?
So I know Mayowa can be like that. She can pour herself entirely into a thing. So I know it was going to get intense. Me gone, then I call her gone. What do you feel like? Wow, what a love story. Okay, so to break off the ice, let us do something real quick. Mayowa, let's play a game.
Okay.
So this game, you're going to name. So I'll give you an alphabet or a letter. These names or this alphabet, you're going to give a name from the Bible. I'll tell you an alphabet. It's not set up like it's game.
Okay.
I'll blow you.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? So, names in the Bible that starts with D.
David, Daniel.
Let's give 5. Sorry, I didn't give that rule.
You didn't
5.
give me the rule.
Again, names in the Bible that starts with J.
Joseph, Joshua, Jesus,
That's
James,
3.
and John.
Oh, well, Bible scholar.
Yeah, agree, please.
Okay, so another one is M.
M.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meshach, Matthew, Mark, Moses, it's really one. Michael.
In Jamaica, I'd be did you? That's true. Oh yeah, let's go on. One more.
Okay.
Names in the Bible that start with H.
H. Wow, that's crazy. H. Motiwuku. Okay, Habakkuk.
Mm-hmm.
Hosea.
Mm-hmm.
Agai.
Mm-hmm.
Agai.
One more.
And come there.
What happened to that woman now? That one that went to the temple. Too low.
Anna! Me too.
Oh, like your current.
Shame on me.
Okay, so I hope we are able to break the ice because it's been all emotional here. So now, Mayowa, let's talk about something. Personally, how do you feel being here? The relationship? No. Mama, even if my show was not here, you will still be on the show. I will know you.
Yeah.
Like personally, how does it feel every day now? I mean, this is someone that 3 years.
Of course.
You guys have.
My pastor said 3 years of your life that you can't take back.
You cannot take back. I know you guys. Let me also say that I know them very well. And should I tell you one funny thing? I used to have stupid imaginations. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
That
Good imagination.
good, no, very good one. So that in the nearest future, me, you, and you get that we'll have a club
okay.
of wives.
Yeah.
You understand? No, but really,
I understand you, Sha.
blessing inclusive, my
Yes,
friend. Like
yes.
it's going to be so good. which is something I'm still going to do. Either,
Of course.
even if you
It should
travel out of the
happen.
country,
It should happen.
we'll have that. But I used to have that kind of imagination. Not all.
So that breeze will not blow inside because we have been gisting and breeze is blowing inside my popcorn. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah.
Please forgive her.
Forgive me.
Thank you. So how has it been personally for you?
Honestly,
Take out every other person.
honestly.
You.
Unbelievable. That's the first phrase that comes to my mind. Unbelievable. But there's something that God has always told me, that He's with me through everything. So regardless of how it may feel right now, or regardless of what it may look like right now, I have a hope. I know that I will never fail in marriage. I know that God has something great in store for me. And that's just what keeps me going. Because sometimes I look at it and say, no. Because sometimes, see, that's why I believe in giving each other space when you break up. Because some things will just come like, Abi, you send him a message and apologize and just sort these things out. Abi,
Did you think about that?
of course. Like, so like there's sometimes that you just say, Abi, Abi's over for me. Abi, if this one good, you might never see anything good in your life again. The devil will bring subtle jabs like, this was very good, because I will not lie to you, it was a good relationship, it was a good run. So this was very good. You might never find something like this again. So you need to start. I had to start teaching myself to prophesy over my life, to prophesy over my marriage, to prophesy over my future. That it was good, it was great, but there's still better in store for me. That was the only way I could get by. So I'm not saying I've completely gotten by, because I don't need to lie to camera. Oh, we're being real here. You never really get by. Let's not lie to us. Except you never really had something great with the person. But if you really did like the person, if you see each other again, something can spark up. It can.
So that was why it was necessary.
It was necessary to detach so that you can figure things out. Honestly.
Okay, so because we have a time frame that we're kind of trying to catch up with.
Cheers.
Oh Lord, you don't do cheers. Cheers to what exactly? I don't know.
Cheers to what to drink now.
Okay, so Mayowa, you have said a lot, honestly, and you have directly spoken to people both sternly and jokingly. So now, sternly, look at them and tell them, this is how I think you should handle your breakup. It doesn't have to be like my own, but you can actually, but this is just a general way that I feel.
Give my
Opinion in just 10 seconds. Your time start now.
Believe in yourself. Believe that it happened for a reason. Don't mope around. Move on. Pick yourself together. Cry all that you need to cry, but pick yourself up together and speak prophecies over your life. Speak good things over your life. And don't be afraid to move on. Don't be afraid. Don't think about what people will say. Don't be a people pleaser. They will not marry with you.
Okay, so real quick, Mayowa, pick a number. This number. Don't worry, it's not a game.
It's a game?
It's not a game yet.
I really love games.
This is more like an affirmation. So whichever, there are 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So whichever one you pick, you open the Bible passage on your phone and then you read it out like an affirmation.
I love that.
Yep. So
Ready. What number?
1, 2, 3. Pick any one.
Of course, 2.
2. Okay, so open to Mark 11 verse 24. Mark 11 verse 24. Please read it out.
Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it. It will be yours.
Great.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
It's very positive.
It's for you. Yeah, say it.
Therefore, I tell you, Mayowa, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that Mayowa has received it and it will be mine.
Glory.
Hallelujah.